Guys, we did it again. We made completely new Division 2 build in year 5, which has never been done before. So as usual, welcome to the insanity, my beautiful bastard. This barbecue chicken build will make you speechless, trust me. And if you're new here, hey, hit that like, smash that sub, or leave a hateful comment. It truly depends on your preference. But without wasting your precious time, let's dive into this one. And the cool synergy here is of course between our weapons and gear set. And for the gear set here, I'm using Dilemma. This gear set is extremely delicious for legendary difficulty, and some time ago it was absolutely nasty in PvP as well, but this build is for legendary runs. Absolutely nasty because we have tons of crit chance, crit damage, and we're gonna stack crit damage really easily. And next synergy is between our talents. I'm using Creeping Death with my Dilemma and Companion talent. This combo paired up with St. Elmo's Engine Exotic Assault Rifle will make us basically unstoppable force of nature, if you will, because not only our Exotic Assault Rifle will apply status effects, now those status effects will spread all over the map. It will spread like wildfire. Your enemies will be shocked, and now you can apply really easily marks on your enemies with your Dilemma gear set and deal damage to every marked enemy without breaking a sweat. Like I said, those enemies will not be able to attack you since they are basically in shock mode non-stop. Your perfect creeping that has only 10-second cooldown. If you don't have shock ammo, use your fire grenades from survival specialization or gunner specialization. You have two options here to activate creeping deck one more time before you gain your bullets, and that's pretty much game over, because survival specialization also will boost your damage against status affected enemies. But before we continue, quick word from the sponsor Diving.net. If you don't want to grind, or maybe you don't have time for that, quick word, you can easily hit these guys up. They have been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews. You can check everything by yourself, but now with my promo code everybody, you will have 15% discount on absolutely all series. It's an amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy sales going on. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate, drop your comment down below in comment section or contact the operator, and rest will be the history. But now let's get back to this legendary setup. And why this build works so well together, because actually St. Elmo's Engine Exotic Assault Rifle has one of the best attachments for exotic gun, period, and maybe for any weapon in the game. You have crit damage, crit chance, handling. I mean, it can't get any better than that. Capacitor has decent attachments as well, but goddamn, St. Elmo's has pretty dope attachments, which works really well with Dilemma gear set, because we needed crit chance and we needed crit damage. If you don't have 50% crit chance, don't even bother to use Dilemma gear set, because you are sharing only crit damage between your marked enemies. Just keep that in mind, that you need at least 50% crit chance. That's absolutely mandatory. 50 is bare minimum, and I have shitty rolls, guys. My gear is not perfect, and I have more than 50% crit chance, and I can push this setup even crazier than that, with more DPS, with more weapon damage. So without wasting your precious time, let's dive into this setup. For specialization here, we will use, of course, Survivalist. Why Survivalist specialization is so important here? Because not only we are gaining fire grenades, which will work with our creeping death, and we're gonna use those grenades at those moments when we will not have shock ammo with our St. Elmo's Engine Exotic Assault Rifle. Of course, we have extra protection from elites. Our medkit will heal not only us but also teammates. We will have Fixer Drone, or you could use Sea Commander Mine from Survival Specialization to proc your companion talent, and Survival survival specialization will increase your repair power as well. And don't forget that status affected enemies will receive also increased DPS from your teammates. So overall, really dope combination between our talents, weapons and specialization. Here you could use gunner specialization as well. Gunner on kill would give you increased rate of fire, armor and foam grenades. Also nice option to use. So 2 specialization. For the gun though, St. Elmo's engine exotic assault rifle. By this time you know how this bad boy works. It has one of the best attachments in the game for exotic and I think any weapon period. Crit damage, weapon handling is juicy, man. For second weapon I'm using AK with preservation, one of the hardest hitting weapons in the game, and preservation just will give us that extra armor when it's needed. Kill an elite enemy, boom, you have armor back on kill. For the pistol, DZ exclusive pistol orbit with perfect finisher. Kill an elite enemy again, switch to main weapon, boom, we have 40% crit damage buff and we will reach more than 200% crit damage with this setup. For the gear though, I'm using Dilemma mask and of course chest piece with perfect companion. Perfect companion works still really well after even nerfs. Don't worry guys, it works just fine. Companion is really good talent. Unfortunately my rolls are kinda terrible. I need that crit chance and crit damage on. Headshot damage is definitely not my priority. The same story with the backpack. Perfect ripping that, but I would love to see crit damage and crit chance. Armor regen is not necessary. My dilemma, gloves and knee pads with weapon damage and crit damage. Really nice synergy, and as you saw my numbers, I have more than 50% crit chance. Life hack number 1, guys, if you don't have 50% crit chance, don't even bother to use Dilemma gear set. Don't even bother. This synergy works really well because St. Elmo's engine exotic assault rifle has really dope crit chance. So this is the reason why it works with assault rifle class. Dilemma by itself will give us crit chance, extra crit damage, all those goodies. We're gonna apply shock effect or fire effect. It will be spread it around without creeping that. And now companion is active for us non-stop. Yeah, you could use glass cannon for maximum DPS, but it's kind of punishing for new players to use glass cannon. You could use obliterate, but then you have to stack it. Again, you need decent crit chance to work with obliterate. Talent, spotter will not work, spark is wasted talent, so I mean companion is one of the best options to use. Of course for maximum DPS go for glass cannon, but that means that you're gonna sit most of the time behind the cover. It will switch your or change your playstyle, but to feel free, run around like a freak and don't be afraid to make mistakes. I think companion is the way to go, or obliterate. It depends on your preference, but I really don't like that you have to stack obliterate. So yeah, this is my setup for the skills. I'm using shield and of course fix a drone, or you could use C commander mine from survivalist specialization. I mean, this build is pretty goddamn dope, man. Butcher drops the mic, bye.